Hey guys, imagine this. I'm chilling at my best friend's place when I accidentally stumble into her brother's room, shirtless, grinning, and totally unbothered. Next thing I know, she's pushing me toward him and sparks are flying. A kiss under the stars sounds perfect, right? But then some guy storms in with a phone, a photo, and a secret that flips everything upside down. Stick around. You won't believe where this goes. Hey, before we jump into this tale, drop a comment with where you're tuning in from and hit that subscribe button. Ready? Let's roll. So picture this. I'm sprawled out on my best friend Caitlin's couch in her Chicago apartment, the kind of place with big windows that let the afternoon light spill in just right. It's one of those lazy Saturdays where you don't have plans, but you're totally fine with it. I'm 23, just vibing, sipping on a cold lemonade she handed me from the fridge. Caitlin's 21, full of energy, and right now she's pacing around the living room, practically buzzing about her new boyfriend, Trevor. She's got this glow in her eyes, like she's about to spill the juiciest story ever, and I'm here for it. Okay, you won't believe this, she says, plopping down next to me, her blonde ponytail bouncing. Trevor took me to this rooftop spot last night, and I swear it was like a movie. I grin, leaning in. What, did he pull out a guitar and serenade you or something? She laughs, swatting my arm. No, but close. He's got this way about him. I'm teasing her, asking for all the details, when she suddenly gets this mischievous look. Hold up, she says, jumping up and grabbing my wrist. I've got to show you something cool. I figure she's dragging me to see her vinyl collection, or maybe some goofy photo from her date. She's always got something up her sleeve. So I let her pull me down the hallway, my flip-flops slapping against the hardwood floor, still chuckling at how extra she's being. We stop at this random door and she's like, "Go on, open it." I shrug, twist the knob and push it open, expecting a closet or something. Nope, not even close. The door swings wide, and there he is. Mike, Caitlin's older brother. He's 29, tall, built like he spends his weekends fixing cars and hitting the gym. He's standing in the middle of his room, fresh out of the shower, wearing nothing but a pair of gray gym shorts. His hair's still wet, dark strands sticking to his forehead, and he's running a towel through it like it's no big deal. The air smells faintly of his body wash, something clean and crisp like cedar or pine. My heart stops, like full-on skips a beat and forgets how to work. I'm frozen, staring, my lemonade almost slipping out of my hand. Before I can process what's happening, Caitlin giggles behind me and shoves me forward. I stumble into the room, barely catching my balance, and the door clicks shut with this loud, final snap. It's just me and him now. Silence hits like a brick wall, thick and heavy, and I can feel my pulse hammering in my ears. Mike turns around, slow and casual, like he's not fazed at all. His eyes land on me, and this lazy grin spreads across his face. Well, finally wandered in here, huh? He says, his voice low and smooth like he's been expecting me all along. I'm dying. My face is on fire, and I'm pretty sure I look like a deer caught in headlights. Oh my God, I didn't mean to, I stammer, my words tripping over each other. I take a step back, my flip-flop catching on the rug, and I almost fall flat on my face. Smooth, right? Mike just chuckles, this deep, easy sound that somehow makes it worse. He tosses the towel onto his dresser and crosses his arms, leaning against it like this is the most normal thing in the world. What's the rush? You okay? He asks, still grinning. Am I okay? No, dude, I'm not okay. I just walked in on my best friend's brother half-dressed, and now I'm trapped in here while Caitlin's probably cracking up outside. I slap a hand over my eyes, like that's gonna erase what I just saw, and mumble, I thought this was something else. He laughs again, softer this time. Yeah, I get that a lot. Don't worry, I won't tell. I peek through my fingers, and he's still standing there, totally chill, like this happens every day. My brain's screaming at me to run, but my feet won't move. There's something about him. Maybe it's that grin, or the way he's so unbothered, like he's in control of the whole moment. It's messing with me. I finally drop my hand and force out a laugh, trying to play it cool. Sorry. Wrong door, I gesture toward the exit. but Caitlin's voice cuts through from the other side. You good in there? She yells, and I can hear the smirk in her tone. Mike raises an eyebrow, glancing at the door, then back at me. Guess you got an audience out there too, he says, teasing. I groan, rubbing my face. She's the worst. He nods like he's agreeing, but that grin doesn't fade. She's Caitlin. What did you expect? I'm about to bolt when he takes a step closer. Not too close, just enough to make the room feel smaller. Hey, relax, he says, his voice dropping a little. It's not a big deal. Happens to the best of us. I nod, swallowing hard, but I can't shake the heat creeping up my neck. I mutter something like, yeah, sure, and turn to grab the doorknob, practically yanking it open. Caitlin's right there, leaning against the wall, laughing her head off. Oh my God, your face, she says, doubling over. I shove past her, my cheeks still burning, and head straight for the living room. Back on the couch, I flop down and take a huge gulp of lemonade, trying to cool off. Caitlin follows, still giggling, and sits next to me. So, what did you think of Mike? She asks, wiggling her eyebrows. I glare at her. I think you're evil. She just laughs harder. Here's the thing, though. As much as I wanted to forget that moment, I couldn't. That grin, that voice, it stuck with me. I kept wondering, why didn't I just laugh it off and move on? Why was I still thinking about it? Maybe because it wasn't just embarrassment. There was something else there. Something I didn't expect. And Caitlin, she knew it. She set me up, and part of me was mad. But part of me wasn't. So what would you do? Brush it off as a funny mistake, or let it sit there in your head nagging at you? I didn't have an answer yet. But one thing was clear. That random Saturday wasn't going to be as chill as I thought. It was the start of something, whether I liked it or not. I'm back in Caitlin's kitchen, still reeling from that whole wrong door disaster with Mike. The counter's cool under my hands as I grip my lemonade, trying to act normal. Caitlin's leaning against the fridge, smirking like she's got me all figured out. So, she says, twirling a strand of her ponytail. You saw Mike, huh? Pretty hot, right? Her voice is all teasing, and I roll my eyes, hoping she doesn't notice my cheeks turning pink. Shut up, I mutter, taking a sip to hide my face. But she's not letting it go. She hops up on the counter, swinging her legs, and grins wider. Come on, admit it. He's got that vibe. I groan, setting my glass down a little too hard. Caitlin, I'm not here to rate your brother. She laughs, loud and bright, like this is the funniest thing ever. Oh, please, I saw your face when you came back. You were like shook. I shoot her a look, but she's not wrong. My heart's still racing from that moment, and I hate that she can tell. Then she drops the bomb, casual as anything. You know he just broke up with his girlfriend, right? Maybe you should shoot your shot. I nearly choke on air. What? My voice comes out way louder than I mean it to, and I slap a hand over my mouth, glancing at the hallway like Mike's gonna pop out any second. Caitlin just shrugs, sipping her own drink. I'm just saying. He's single, you're single. Could be fun. I stare at her, my brain scrambling. Are you serious right now? No, just no. She tilts her head, that smirk still plastered on her face. Am I? I mean, I wouldn't care. He's my brother, sure, but I'm not blind. Girls are always into him. I'm floored. Is she actually suggesting this? My best friend's basically handing me a permission slip to flirt with her brother, and I don't know if she's messing with me or dead serious. You're insane, I say, shaking my head, but my stomach flips anyway. I'm trying to laugh it off, but the idea is already worming its way into my head. What if she's right? What if I did? No, stop it, brain. We keep talking, switching to random stuff like her plans with Trevor and some dumb TikTok trend she's obsessed with. I'm nodding along, pretending I'm fine, but every few seconds I catch myself wondering about Mike. That grin, that voice. It's like he's stuck on replay in my mind, and I can't hit pause. Caitlin's rambling about some rooftop date when the kitchen door swings open, and my heart jumps into my throat. It's him. Mike strolls in, all casual in a faded black t-shirt and jeans, his hair still a little damp from earlier. He heads straight for the fridge, grabbing a water bottle, and I swear the room shrinks. "Hey," he says, nodding at Caitlin, then his eyes slide to me. "You holding up after that little mix-up?" His tone's light, but there's this tiny edge to it, like he's testing me. My face heats up again, and I force a laugh. "Yeah, barely. Sorry about that." He twists the cap off his water, takes a sip, and leans against the counter, way too relaxed. "No big deal. Happens more than you'd think." His eyes linger on me a beat longer than they should, and I feel it. This zap, like static electricity. Caitlin kicks me under the table, and I almost yelp. She's grinning like a total goof, and I want to sink through the floor. "What?" I hiss at her, but she just winks. Mike doesn't seem to notice, or maybe he does and just doesn't care. "You two plotting something over here?" he asks, raising an eyebrow. Caitlin jumps in before I can answer. "Oh, just girl talk. Maybe about you." She's shameless, and I elbow her hard. "Caitlin!" she cackles, hopping off the counter. "What? It's true." Mike shakes his head, smirking like he's used to her antics. "Good luck with that," he says, mostly to me, and there's this spark in his voice that makes my pulse skip. He grabs his water and heads out, but not before glancing back over his shoulder. "See you around, wrong door girl." The nickname hits me like a playful jab, and I'm left sitting there, my mouth dry, while Caitlin loses it next to me. "Okay, he's totally into you," she says, poking my arm. I swat her hand away. "He is not. He's just being nice." She snorts. "Nice? That was flirty as hell. You're blushing, by the way." I groan, burying my face in my hands. "I hate you." She's laughing so hard she almost spills her drink. "Love you too." "But seriously, what's stopping you? He's cool, you're cool. Think about it." And that's the problem. I am thinking about it. Too much. I mean, sure, it's flattering, but is it smart? He's Caitlin's brother. What if it gets weird? I sip my lemonade, staring at the condensation on the glass, and wonder if I'm overcomplicating this. Maybe it's just a funny moment, and I should let it go. But then I think about how he looked at me, that easy confidence, and my stomach does this little twist. Caitlin's watching me, reading me like an open book. "You're into him," she says, matter of fact. I don't even argue this time, just sigh. "I don't know what I am. Confused, maybe?" She nods like she gets it. "Fair. But life's short, Why not see where it goes?" She's got a point. I hate when she's right. I'm not saying I'm gonna march up to Mike and ask him out, but I'm not shutting it down either. It's like this tiny what if is buzzing around in my head now, and I can't ignore it. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just part of figuring stuff out, taking a chance, seeing what sticks. Or maybe I'm just a sucker for a good grin. Either way, I'm not the same girl who walked into that kitchen 10 minutes ago. Something's shifted, and I'm kinda curious to find out what happens next. I'm pulling up to Caitlin's place the next day, still buzzing from that kitchen chat. It's a quiet Sunday in their Chicago suburb, the kind where you can hear lawnmowers humming a few houses down. I'm just here to grab a book she promised me, an old romance novel she swears I'll love. I park my beat-up Honda, hop out, and ring the bell. Caitlin yells through the door, "Come in! I'm upstairs. Wait in the living room." So I kick off my sneakers, step inside, and flop onto their big leather couch. The house smells like cinnamon from some candle she's always got burning, and I'm scrolling TikTok, killing time when I hear footsteps. It's Mike. He walks in with a mug of coffee, wearing a gray hoodie and jeans, looking like he just rolled out of bed but still annoyingly put together. My stomach does a little flip, and I sit up straighter, shoving my phone in my pocket. "Hey," he says, nodding at me before sitting in the armchair across from me. "You're back already?" His tone's casual, but that grin from yesterday is still there, tugging at the corner of his mouth. I laugh, awkward as ever. "Yeah, just grabbing something from Caitlin. Didn't expect a welcoming committee?" He takes a sip of his coffee, leaning back. "Well, I live here, so you're stuck with me." There's this vibe in the air, like static before a storm, and I can't tell if it's just me or if he feels it too. We start chatting. He's telling me about his job at the auto shop, how he fixed up this old Mustang last week. Guy came in with it half dead, he says. But I got it purring like new. Felt good. I nod, genuinely impressed. That's cool. I can barely change a tire. He chuckles. I'll teach you sometime. It's not hard. I'm about to say something snarky when he switches gears. So, what's your deal? You into cars, books, what? I shrug, tucking my hair behind my ear. Books, mostly, and coffee. I'm basic like that. He smirks. Nothing wrong with basic. I'm a coffee guy too. Black, no fancy stuff. We're laughing now, swapping stories about the worst coffee we've ever had. And it's easy, like we've done this 100 times. But every time his eyes catch mine, my pulse picks up. And I'm hyper aware of how close he is, even across the room. Then he says it, out of nowhere. You know, you're not like Caitlin's other friends. There's something real about you. His voice drops a little, and I freeze, my breath catching. Uh, thanks, I say, half laughing to cover how flustered I am. He sets his mug down, stands up, and walks over to the couch. Not sitting, just standing there, close enough that I can smell his cologne, something woodsy and warm. I mean it, he says, softer now. You don't fake it. I like that. I'm staring up at him, my brain short-circuiting. He reaches out, slow and careful, and brushes a strand of hair off my cheek. His fingers graze my skin, and it's like a jolt, warm and electric, shooting down my spine. My mouth goes dry and I can't move, can't think. He's looking at me, steady and calm, like he's waiting for something. And I'm stuck wondering if I should say anything or just let this happen. Before I can figure it out, Caitlin barrels into the room, holding the book like a trophy. Found it! She yells, then stops dead, eyeing us. Oh wow, am I interrupting? She's grinning like a kid who caught her parents being mushy. Mike steps back, hands in his pockets, and shrugs. Just talking, he says, cool as ever. I jump up, grabbing the book from her. Yeah, just talking. Thanks for this. My voice is too high, and Caitlin's not buying it. Uh-huh, she says, winking at me. You two are cute. I elbow her, hard. Stop it. She laughs, dodging me, and Mike just shakes his head, heading for the kitchen. Catch you later, he calls over his shoulder, and I'm left standing there, book in hand, heart pounding. Caitlin's still giggling as we flop back on the couch. Okay, spill, she says. What was that? I groan, rubbing my face. Nothing. He was just being nice, she snorts. Nice? He was flirting, dummy, and you liked it. I don't argue, because yeah, I did. Maybe, I admit, staring at the book cover, a cheesy couple under a tree. But it's weird, right? He's your brother. Caitlin shrugs, kicking her feet up. So, he's a good guy. You could do worse. I sigh, flipping the book over in my hands. I don't know. What if it messes things up? She tilts her head, thinking. Or what if it doesn't? Look, I'm not saying marry him, just see what happens. You're allowed to have fun. She's got me there. I lean back, staring at the ceiling. Fun's fine, but I don't want to overthink it. Caitlin nods. Then don't. Let it ride. I laugh, shaking my head. You make it sound so easy. She grins. It is. You're just a nerd about feelings. She's not wrong. I'm sitting there, replaying that moment. His hand, his voice, that look. It's not just some crushy vibe. It's heavier, like there's something pulling me toward him. But I'm not dumb. I know jumping into stuff like this can get messy. Still, I can't shake it. Was he just being friendly, or was that something more? And why am I so hooked on finding out? I glance at Caitlin, who's scrolling her phone now. Totally chill. You really wouldn't care if I... You know? I ask, testing the waters. She looks up, smirking. Nope, go for it. Just don't make it weird at Thanksgiving. We both crack up, and it's a relief, like she's giving me a green light without pushing too hard. So here I am, stuck wondering, do I let this fizzle out or lean into it? part of me wants to play it safe, keep things simple. But another part, the louder one, keeps whispering, what if? And honestly, that's the part I'm listening to right now. Mike's not just some guy I bumped into. He's Caitlin's brother, yeah, but he's also different. Real, like he said about me. Maybe that's worth a shot. Or maybe I'm just a sucker for a good coffee story. Either way, I'm not running from it. Not yet. I'm pulling up to Caitlin's place again, this time for a casual dinner she's throwing. It's a crisp Chicago evening, the kind where the air smells like fall and you can see your breath a little. I'm in jeans and a sweater, feeling chill but nervous, because after yesterday with Mike, I'm not sure what to expect. I ring the bell, and Caitlin swings the door open, all smiles. Hey, you made it. Come on in. She's got this energy that pulls you right in, and I follow her to the kitchen, where something smells amazing, like roasted chicken and garlic. We're setting the table, joking about her terrible cooking skills, when Mike walks in. He's in a flannel shirt, sleeves rolled up, looking like he just stepped out of a magazine ad for rugged dudes. Need help? He asks, grabbing a stack of plates. Caitlin waves him off. Nah, we got it. Just sit. He smirks and slides into the chair next to me instead. My heart does a quick thud, and I focus way too hard on folding a napkin. Dinner kicks off, and we're all laughing. Caitlin's telling some wild story about Trevor spilling beer at a bar, and I'm teasing her about being a klutz, too. Mike chimes in. She's always been a mess. Remember that time she tripped into the pool? Caitlin groans, tossing a roll at him, and I'm cracking up. It's easy, fun, but every time Mike's arm brushes mine reaching for the salt or his knee bumps me under the table, I feel this zap. He's close, closer than he needs to be, and I'm not mad about it. After we clear the plates, he leans over and whispers, Hey, come with me. I've got something to show you. His voice is low, just for me, and my stomach flips. I glance at Caitlin, who's busy stacking dishes, and nod. Sure. He leads me out to the backyard, where the grass is damp under my sneakers. It's dark, but he flips a switch, and these string lights come on, glowing soft and warm along the fence. Check this out, he says, pulling an old telescope from under a tarp. Been fixing it up. Want to see the stars? I grin, surprised. Yeah, that's awesome. He sets it up, pointing it at the sky, and we take turns looking. Orion's belt, a couple bright dots I don't know the names of. He's explaining how he used to stargaze as a kid, and I'm hooked, asking questions, soaking it all in. We sit on the patio steps, the cold concrete biting through my jeans, and start talking. Real stuff like dreams and what scares us. I always wanted to travel, I say. See places like Colorado or Maine. He nods. I get that. I'd pick the mountains too. Quiet, no drama. It's chill, but there's this hum between us, growing louder every second. Then he goes quiet, just looking at me and says, I'm glad you picked the wrong door yesterday. My breath catches, and before I can respond, he leans in and our lips meet. It's gentle at first, warm, like a quiet question. Then it's steady, confident, and I lean into it too. My hands find his shoulders, his flannel rough under my fingers, and it's like the world shrinks to just us. The lights twinkle above, the air's cool, and my heart's pounding so loud I'm sure he can hear it. We pull back and he's smiling, that same grin that's been stuck in my head. Been wanting to do that, he says, and I laugh, dizzy. Yeah, me too. Caitlin's voice cuts through the moment. Hey, lovebirds! She's at the back door, clapping like she's at a concert. Told you you'd hit it off. I blush hard, ducking my head, but Mike just chuckles, unfazed. You're the worst, I yell at her, and she sticks out her tongue. You're welcome! We head inside, and Caitlin's all smug, like she planned this from the start. You two are cute, she says, nudging me. I roll my eyes, but I'm smiling too. Later, we're back on the couch, sipping hot chocolate she whipped up. Mike's next to me, his arm resting casual along the back, and Caitlin's across from us, grinning like a proud mom. So what now? She asks, winking. I shrug, playing it cool. We'll see. But inside, I'm buzzing. This feels right, like a piece clicking into place. Mike's chill, real, and I'm starting to think maybe Caitlin's crazy ideas aren't so crazy. I'm replaying that kiss in my head, wondering where this could go when the doorbell rings. Caitlin hops up. Probably Trevor. Be right back. She darts off, leaving me and Mike alone. He looks at me, smirking. She's a handful, huh? I laugh. Always. We're quiet for a sec, just sitting there, and I'm thinking how wild it is. 2 days ago, I was just her friend crashing on the couch, and now I'm here, feeling this. The door swings open and Caitlin's back. But she's not with Trevor. It's some guy, tall, scruffy, in a leather jacket. Mike, he says, voice sharp. We need to talk, now. Mike tenses next to me, his arm dropping. Not here, man, he says, standing up fast. The guy steps closer, eyes hard. You don't get to pick. She's asking about you. Says you left things messy. She's got memories, dude. Pictures. This isn't over. Mike turns to me, his face pale. It's not what you think, he starts. But the guy cuts him off, tossing a phone on the table. A photo lights up the screen. Mike with some girl. Way too close. My chest caves in, and I'm on my feet, staring at him. What the hell is this? I choke out. And he's reaching for me, but I step back. The room spins, Caitlin's yelling something, and the last thing I hear is that guy's voice. Told you, man. Past catches up. Then, silence. If you loved this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment, and pass it along to your buddies.